National Select Committee has elected National Heritage Council of South Africa CEO Advocate Sonwabile Mancotywa as the recipient of the 2019 International Leadership Award in the field of culture and heritage. Now, the award is going to be conferred to him in March, and it basically acknowledges him and Heritage Council's contribution to the arts, culture and heritage fraternity on the African continent. Such a pleasure to have you, and congratulations on this great honor.
Thanks so much, Leanne.
Yeah. I mean, when we look at something like this, you know, what does it do for you? Because you realize you must be doing something right in the council.
The first award, actually, that I've received.
Amazing.
I think it has been a long journey. And in this award, I had to when I got the notification, I remember the journey that one has, traveled. If you look at, for instance, for my days as the MEC of Arts and Culture in the Eastern Cape, and I worked in the office of Raymond Mhlaba as the MEC in his office. And I said that I stand on the shoulders of giants. We were amongst the first leadership of the ANC Youth League in the country in 1990. And I took a deliberate decision to leave public life of politics, where I was actually, deployed at that time, to go and further, life in another, area. But I can say that I was the first to establish the National Heritage Council from a piece of paper, look for offices, and, everything, the act, I remember, was not even promulgated.
Yeah.
So the first launch of the Heritage Council happened actually in 2004. So the whole 2003 was establishing the Heritage Council. So from setting up of the National Heritage Council, establishing it, growth,
to getting here
and to get it here, and very interesting programs. I can say, Leanne, that many people have contributed in this award, and have been dedicating it really. First of all, my parents. I mean, we were 7 at home. And I was a third born. And, my parents, very dedicated Christians, who actually really worked so hard to take me to boarding school, and all of us were in boarding school, in the Transkei. And of course, and the life and, journey going to work after Standard 4, hardships, and then going back to university and to educate actually myself. And I can say that in all of that, it has been a learning experience. I cannot forget, for instance, in the heritage landscape, people like Professor Nkondo, unsung heroes and heroines, Grace Masuku, and then so that I've met, throughout the 15 years.
Yeah.
Ubuntu Awards that we established, Satma Awards, the whole program of decolonization of our heritage. I cannot forget the staff of the National Heritage Council.
Yeah.
As I'm going to Serbia, I can mention the fact that with the first award and the first honor of this, I am receiving it with a mixed feeling of emotions, but at the same time to say that somebody out there is looking at the great work that one is doing, however small it may be. But I can say that, it is really something that encourages me as we redefine what is called a role model in this life. Yeah. And as I'm saying that, this award, to me, actually, it's my last year of my term in the National Heritage Council. I'm looking at what we have achieved.
This is the last year?
Yes, I'm going towards my last term.
You're going towards your last term?
In fact, this is my last term.
How many years is this now that you'll be... So you're already in for 15 years you've been doing this?
15 years at the CEO of the National Heritage Council. I went for third term.
Wow.
And then, and as you know, that third term in South Africa has been a very sensitive...
It's a sensitive thing.
But I went there. And I can say that it has not been very easy. So it's my last year, because I'm finishing my term, towards the end of the year. And I can say that when that all is done, I will say that it has really been a very interesting journey. I can say that one thing that I've known that is part of my blood is heritage.
Indeed.
And then it's part of it's what defines me. As I'm living, actually, I can also say that this is... Yes, a journey, but at the same time, it opens up, and there are the doors, and there's a lot to be done in terms of decolonization of heritage from a number of areas, and as we go on.
We're going to have to get you in to talk about your term. Unfortunately, this is where we got to end it, but we just wanted to congratulate you for this award that you're going to receive. And as you come to an end as the CEO, as the year draws, we'll bring you in to talk about some of the highlights. So this is the Heritage Council CEO of South Africa, Sonwabile Mancotywa, who is the recipient of the 2019 International Leadership Award. Fantastic. Let's quickly take a break.